Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and I have decided to come on today to do a little how-to video. I have been doing pocket letters now for, wow, year and a half, I think, almost 2 years. And I have not done one of these videos. I have shared with you guys project shares as far as what they look like after, but I thought I would, kind of go over my thought process. I do pocket letters a little different than other people. There are several different ways to do pocket letters, and so I thought I would just share my version. Now, a pocket letter is basically you take one of these, empty of course, and this is from the baseball cards, which you usually put baseball cards in. And a lot of people will do one sheet of paper and they'll cut it up, or they'll do a couple of styles of paper. I look at it a little differently. And this is the one I'm working on right now. This one I've kind of worked on and put up. But basically how I start is I think about a theme. And this one obviously is St. Patrick's Day. This one is fruit and snacks. I was kind of doing a combination of the two. And so to get my ideas, I either think about the theme or I think about the person that I'm sending it to. Now, sometimes you don't necessarily really know the person, like if you're going to do a swap, which is what this one is for. You might not necessarily know the person and you might just have to go along because it's a St. Patrick's Day theme. But the way I start is I have got paper and things in this little envelope. And these are just papers that I've cut up. I don't necessarily always use these, but I've already got, I've already got these cut up. And what I do is I take a piece of cardstock first. And you see this is cardstock, and I cut it, and the measurements are 2.5 by 3.5. And I round my corners. I take my corner rounder, which this is my corner rounder. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I got it on sale. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but and so I use that. And then I pick my paper. And sometimes I'll use like this one, it's all the same color. It's all green. And this one, I did each one a different color. So it just depends on my mood. And it's just for the back. So it's not like you'll see it from the front anyway. And then I think about my theme and I pick paper. And then I just cover the cardstock with the paper. And then I round the edges. I actually will round the cardstock edges. So like, this is how I would do it, okay? So I round this cardstock edges, okay? I do not round this. I will I take my, and I forgot to grab that. I take one of my tape runners and I will put it on here and I will run the tape all the way around, and then usually a couple in the middle. Then I will put this on here, and then I will turn it around and I will cut the edges. And that's just how I do it. I mean, a lot of people only use paper. Some people, I think, only use the cardstock. This is just the way I like doing it. Like I said when I first started this video, there are a million different ways to do this. And then I just look at it and I think, what do I think? Okay, so like this one, to me, this little paper reminded me of a picnic picnic blanket. And so I thought, oh, wouldn't it look cute? And these are different stickers. The fruit stickers, and then the different little ant stickers. And then this is actually that was another sticker that says smile. So that's how I did that one. And that one's all just with stickers. That one's a very simple one. And I mean, you can get very detailed with this. Like I said, this is real simple. It's just stickers. Then for one like this, let me grab this out here. This one, all right, you've got this in the back. And then this on the side is actually ribbon that I glued. And then this right here, if you look on the back of calendars, they have the little bitty squares. This was a little bitty square that I just kind of cut around it. I fussy cut around. And it says, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet. And then I just popped that up on foam squares. And there's my little, I mean, it's real, you know, but it's with different things. And that's another thing, you know, it really teaches you how to look at things differently. And then on these, I just put washi tape on some of them because I liked some of the washi tape, and so I just put washi tape. And then on this one, I put washi tape on the end already. So, and then, and another thing, guys, is, you know, keep your scraps. Like I have this little folder that I got at Dollar Tree, and it's full of scraps. All this is just scraps of paper. I've actually got 3 of these. If you can see in there the paper, the scraps of paper. You know, I've got all kinds of different size, different scraps of paper, because you never know, you know, when you're going to use that size or what you're going to need it for. And, you know, I mean, to me, I don't want to waste paper. So, all right. So then this one, I picked all green, different paper that spoke to me, different green. And so, okay, for this, all right, this is the first one I did. And so I wanted to try, because I do different things with vellum. I've shown my butterflies, I think, before, and things. So I do different things with vellum. So I took the vellum and I heat embossed. On here, I used the, I just got this. It's, actually, no, I didn't use that on here. I used a green on here. I'm sorry. I used a green. That would have been one of my Tim Holtz ones. So I used the green. And I used, let's see, for this one, I used this stamp. And so I just took the, you know, put it down, put my holographic embossing powder, heated it up, and then I took this stamp, went over, I did it again in black, and then put the black embossing powder, and then that way I could cut them out. So you know, you see all these little different 4-leaf clovers. And then I also used this stamp, so I got 2 different looks. So you can see that one looks a little different than that one. Then I wanted a hat, because, you know, I'm trying to think of different things that are St. Patrick's Day, right? So I was like, oh, I want a hat, and I'm not a drawer. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do for this hat? And then I remembered that I bought this set here, because I've cut it down and trying to save space and everything. So, but anyway, so I used the hat, which, let's see if I can get this off here real quick. So I used this hat, which is originally for a snowman hat. I cut it in 2 different kinds of green. If you see, there's a green and then there's a green behind it, kind of, so it's kind of, and it's popped up on foam dots too, so, or foam squares. So I used this hat because I thought, oh, that really looks like, you know, I used it in green. Then I took this ribbon, I folded it in half so that it just looked green instead of the green and blue. Wrapped it around there, glued it on the back, put 2 of the 4-leaf clovers on there, and then you get a leprechaun's hat. So, you know, that's how I come up with the idea. I kind of think about it, think what I want, look at what I have, the materials that I have, and then I just use those materials to make whatever it is. And usually there's a way, you know, you'll have something in the stash. And starting out, if all you do is stickers, then all you do is stickers. You know, I mean, those, like I said, those look cute too. That's why I wanted to show you, this one, because, you know, I mean, it's all with stickers and it still looks cute. You know, so I mean, you can do pocket letters. You don't have to be, you know, as fancy. And I will use on here, I'll use different techniques, different things. And a couple of these will probably be just stickers. Okay. Then, the next one I did, I don't have a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff. So what I did was I took another die that I just got on sale at Hobby Lobby, which was this die, which is the cup. So I cut it out 3 different ways. I originally was going to do 3, and then I realized it wouldn't fit. Then I took paint, acrylic paint. Now this isn't the color, but just to show you, I took just regular acrylic paint. So this is Apple Barrel, and this is an old, I got a bunch of paint that I found at a yard sale for real cheap, and but I just took this, you know, a color paint, it was green, and just painted over the cups, because I wanted them green. See, I cut it out of white, and I did 3 different colors of green, and I put a little cream in there so that they were a lighter green. This one, I used the Versamark, and then you know, one of those, the swirly stamps, and heat embossed. And then these 2, I actually used a gold ink. And I loved the way that one turned out, and then 2 different stamps. And then I actually heat embossed over the acrylic paint, which I was trying to figure out if I could do it or not. I couldn't find it on YouTube, so I said to heck with that, and I just did it anyway. And then I put this one up on 2 foam squares, so that's 2 foam squares high, and then this one is just 1 foam square high, so this one sits really nicely inside this one. And then I was going to take the stamps from this set, which is this right here. I did it on vellum, I did it white heat emboss, and I glued it on there, and then I didn't like it. I was trying to take it off, and it actually peeled up some of the paper. And I was like, oh no, now what am I going to do? So I had some left over from where I had stamped these. And so I just cut them, and just like, it was like, you know, steam going from the back. So I don't think it turned out too bad. And that's another thing I like about crafting. There's, you know, there's usually a way to fix if you mess up something. So, but I just kind of wanted to share my thought process. And I know not necessarily tea or, you know, coffee or whatever you want to call these little cups. It's necessarily St. Patrick's Day, but it's green and it's frilly, and it kind of goes with the rest of it. So I know I want to do, I will take, sorry guys, I will take this, this stamp, and I will probably paper piece him. I'll use him on one. I want to do a pot of gold which I've cut this. This might not work, but I'm going to try it and probably do some gold filigree kind of like this on there, and then maybe take some of the gold, maybe paper like, where's my gold? You know, some of this paper here and put behind that for like a pot of gold, and do a rainbow on one. I usually do the person's name, so I'll wait until I figure out who, you know, who I am, who this is for, and then I'll do their name on one. And then I'll just figure out some other things that I want to do. I don't know. I have a nice teapot stamp. Maybe I'll do a teapot stamp on one to kind of go with this. But that's how, you know, I just kind of, I do it one little thing at a time. Now, a lot of people do not do that. A lot of people take the whole thing and then they'll just, you know, like they'll do something on this side and then mirror it on this side. And they're still beautiful. You know, I've received pocket letters that are like that are absolutely gorgeous. The important thing is that if you want to do it, you do it. You know, there isn't just one way to do a pocket letter. And this is one of the easiest ways that I've found to get into crafting, to get into the community of crafters, and to share your work with others, and to get awesome, you know, amazing work back. To be able to see, you know, what other people are doing. But anyway, guys, so I'm going to start kind of doing these videos as I think about it, and as I'm doing something, and if I think that you might want to, you know, get into my mind and see how I tackle something, or if you guys want to see something, let me know. I haven't been crafting as much, which is why I was glad that they were having this swap for St. Patrick's Day. And if you guys want to swap pocket letter with me, let me know. I'm, you know, it inspires me to craft when I have somebody to craft for, if that makes any sense. Alrighty, guys. Well, hopefully this was a little helpful for somebody out there, or if you're stalled and, you know, needed some inspiration, hopefully this was some inspiration for you. If you have any questions, let me know. I will do another video if there's something that you want me to show you, specifically on how I do something. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have for today, guys. So if, like I say, if you have any questions, just let me know. Please remember to always be kind to each other, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye!